Yes, my name is Kathu and welcome to my channel. Kathu. So, in our last lesson, when we were talking about table 7, I left you with one question for practice. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll leave the link to that video in the description box below so that you're all on the same page. So what was the question? Work out this divide by 7. Okay. So anytime you see a question like this, you immediately know that you need to be conversant with table 7. Okay. And we did table 7 in the last lesson. Table 7 looked like this. 7 times 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5 times 6 times 7 times 8 times 9 and times 10. Okay. And now that you know table 7, answering this question will be a walk in the park. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's get into it. So, 37 goes into 7 how many times? 37 is in between 35 and 42. So we'll take 35 because 35 is less than 37. Okay, so we'll take 35. So that means we'll write a 5 over here. Because 5 times 7 is 35. Okay, 7 minus 5 is 2. This is 0. Okay, when you drop the 7, you have 27. Where does 27 fall? 27 is in between 28 and 35. So we'll take 28 because it's less than 20. Sorry, we'll take, 27 is in between 21 and 27. Okay, 21 and 27. So we'll take 21, we'll lose 21 because 21 is less than 27. So we'll write a 3 here because 3 times 7, as you've seen, is 21. 7 minus 1 is 6. Drop a 3, okay? Where does 63 fall in table 7? 63 is here. So we'll write a 9 here because, as we've seen, 9 times 7 is 63. And 63 minus 63 is 0. Are we together? And that's it. That's it. The answer to that question is 539. Okay? That was quite easy, right? So today, I'd like us to continue learning some more tricks. Okay? Today, I'd like us to continue learning some more tricks. We've already gone through the tricks for mastering tables 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay? I'll leave the links in the description box below so that you're all on the same page. So today, I'd like us to talk about a trick for mastering table 8. Okay? And okay, for table 8, you see the way there are too many ways of killing a cat. So you also have 2 ways of mastering table 8. I'll show you the 2 ways and then you'll choose the one that you like best and move along with it. Okay? So the first method is to draw a table that has 5 columns and 2 rows, just like the one we drew for table 2. Okay? And if you remember what we did for table 2, for the digits in the ones place, we wrote all the even numbers from 2 to 8 in ascending order. Okay? And then we added a 0 at the end. Ascending order just means from the smallest to the largest. Okay? So if you can't remember what even numbers are, I'll leave the link to that lesson in the description box below. Okay? So now, the only difference with table 8 is that instead of writing even numbers from 2 to 8 in ascending order here, we'll write the digits from 8 to 0 in descending order. Descending order just means from the largest to the smallest, okay? Or if that will be a challenge, you can think of it as writing all the even numbers from 0 to 8 in ascending order. starting from the right as you go left like this, right? As you go left. Okay? So you can do that 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. Okay? Okay, and since we have 2 rows, we need to remember to replicate what you've done in the first row to the second row. So in the second row, you'll write the same thing. So we'll write 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. Are we together? All right. Yeah, so that's it for the digits in the ones place. For the digits in the tens place, we'll write all the numbers from 0 to 8 in ascending order for both rows, okay? So for our first row, we'll write 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Are we together? However, for the first digit in the second row, instead of continuing from 5, we'll write the same digit that we wrote in the last digit of the first row. Okay, so in simpler terms, for our second row, since the last digit in the first row was 4, we'll start from 4 and continue counting. Are we together? So we'll start from 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? And just like that, we have our table 8. So this is 8 times 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5 times 6 times 7 times 8 times 9 and times 10. Okay? So we have our table 8. So 8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 8 times 3 is 24. 8 times 5, 8 times 4 is 32. 8 times 5 is 40. Okay? 8 times 6 is 48. 8 times 7 is 56. 8 times 8 is 64. 8 times 9 is 72. And 8 times 10 is 80. Are we together? And just like that, we have our table. We have our table 8. And if you'd like to extend, just use the same concept. So in the second method, you don't need to draw any table. Okay? So for the second method, you'll just start by writing you'll first start by writing out the table like this. Okay? And then for the digits in the ones place, you start by writing all the even numbers from 8 to 0 in descending order. Okay? From up as you go down. Okay? So you write all the numbers from 8 to 0 in descending order. Yes, and when you exhaust the even numbers from 8 to 0, you repeat the same thing. Okay? Okay? So like when we get to 0, we'll start from 8 again. Okay, let me write it out so that you see what I'm talking about. Huh? So you'll write 8, 6, 4, 2, 0. So when we get to 0, we'll write the same pattern again. So we'll have 8, 6, 4, 2, and 0. Are we together? Yes. Okay. So that's it for the numbers, the digits in the tens place. Sorry, in the ones place. So what do you do for the digits in the tens place? Okay. So when we are writing the digits in the tens place, we write all the digits from 0 to 8 in ascending order. Okay. But the only difference here is that when you get to 4, you'll be expected to repeat the digit 4 as you continue counting. Okay? So don't forget to repeat the 4. Okay? So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So when we get to 4, we repeat the 4. So you'll continue from 4 here, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay? Are we together? And just like that, we have our table 8. Okay? Yes. So now that I've shown you the 2 methods, I recommend you choose the method that's easiest for you and use it to master table 8. Okay? So if you think the first method is easier, use it to master table 8. If the second one is easier, go for it. Okay? That was quite an interesting and fun lesson, right? It really was. So with that being said, I'll leave you with one question for practice. I'll leave you with one question for practice. Okay, that's a question. Work out this divide by 8. Okay, I'll never stop reminding you that watching videos alone is not enough. Once you watch a video, it's your responsibility as a good student to practice with questions regarding that video that you've watched, okay? Because practice makes perfect. So keep practicing the concept until it becomes second nature. Math is all about practice, okay? So if you enjoyed the lesson, feel free to like, share, because sharing is caring, and subscribe so that you don't miss any time I upload a new video. Subscribing is free. Yay! See you in 2 weeks' time. Same place, same time.